have to confess, I feel some level of pressure being the last person to present after this wonderful roster that we've had this afternoon. So I'm here to talk to you about a community of practice that we have sort of loosely begun, or a network that we've loosely begun in our community called Diversity and Inclusion. And, you know, just like the previous speakers addressed, everybody loves diversity and inclusion. Nobody says it's a bad thing. However, when you try to sort of go into the work, people are not quite as enthusiastic somehow. So in terms of this particular network, we're trying not to hold an agenda, and you have no idea how difficult that is, not to hold an agenda. But we only ask that the work is, that people who are coming to sit around the table are looking at addressing it at a systems level. So whatever it is they're doing within their own organizations or within the broader system, they want to change it. I have been around long enough that, you know, people often come to these sessions, and I've held many of them over my career, and really they want to be congratulated for being there, not necessarily to learn and to make change. So we are asking people to come because they want to sort of look at it from a perspective of making change. And also the other piece is that we also acknowledge that this London is a mid-sized city, so we are not looking for what we call MTV solutions, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver solutions, to address the issues around diversity and inclusion. So those are the broad strokes. Anybody else, people are welcome to join us. And how we're investigating, sort of how we're sort of doing this work is that we have, there is no, here are the 10 things you have to do and you'd be good to go. We're basically saying, come join us if you're interested in exploring the work. Tell us what you're doing, we'll share what we're doing. If there are resources that are available, we'll put it on a common electronic platform of some kind. You know, and without a doubt, there's some therapy that goes on because this work is not easy, and so we get to share about the challenges within when you're trying to make systems change, and then also looking at how we can help each other. So the practice right now is right across the spectrum in terms of where some folks are sort of looking at how do we look at our documents and make sure they're translated so that they're accessible that way, to other people looking at physical accessibility, to other folks doing work at different levels. All are welcome. And as I said, we're kind of keeping it, we don't want another meeting for people to have to go to. We're looking at doing a lot of this work just by being able to post questions, seek information, and then 2 or 3 times a year we'll come together and sort of continue the discussion. Where we are really, I mean, even in listening to the presentations today, there's a lot of unpacking of common language. Everybody's using words around diversity and inclusion and understanding it differently. And not that, you know, that there aren't multiple definitions, but for us to move the work forward, we need to know where we are benchmarked now. So the next sort of session that we are sort of looking at is how do we unpack this language a little bit, where we all understand what we're saying, and then what would it mean to say that we have made a shift. So this is a network that all are welcome still, so if you're interested, please reach out, and I can let you know, put you on the list and let you know when we next meet. And the other point is it's also, it's Pillar supported, Pillar Nonprofit Network supports it. Nobody is leading it. We're trying to decolonize the process of how we're doing this work as well. So it's actually a lot of fun, so enjoy doing it. Thank you.